Okay. I just feel like running my mouth a little bit. This won't be long unless people engage with me. But I want a different conversation than what I hear most of the time. I want to talk about different things. And I want to hear things that make you smile and make you laugh and make you think. Everything doesn't have to be negative. Everything doesn't have to be, let's observe other people's lives. Now, I'm not saying I won't discuss other people's lives because people ask me questions about things. So I discuss it. But in general, I want my conversations to make you smile and laugh and to say, dang, I'm having a great time. I've never thought about it this way. I'm not trying to out argue you, even though I probably could do that. I'm not trying to outthink you, but I think I'm great at thinking. And I'm not trying to tell you how you feel because we are all entitled to our own opinions and feelings. So a lot of times when I hear people on panels, it's usually something to me, maybe I'm going to the wrong panels. It's everybody trying to push their life view. I'm not trying to push my life view, not really. My life view is be happy, do what you enjoy doing, bring some type of value to other people, and don't worry about what they're doing. You can't change the world, but you can change yourself. So that's really what I focus on. And that's really what I want to hear people talking about, but I can't uh, somehow, hey, Brother Metro, I hope you're doing great. Um, that's just where my mind is on. I'm not telling anyone how to be, anyone how to live, anyone how to think. You got to do what's right for you. You got to run your own race. You got to have your own vibe. You got to do what's going to make you feel uh, special in your own way. And I think I'm extremely positive. I can talk about things that are negative, but I don't dwell in that. I dwell in happiness. I dwell in looking at the sunshine or the rain, looking at the grass and the trees, and just being happy to be alive. So the conversations that I really want to get into with people are usually, why do you think like that? What was great about your day? And if you're not happy, why are you not happy? And what are you doing to make yourself happy? Those are conversations that I want to engage in. So I love when people talk about their passions. I don't care if it's video games. I don't care if it's comic books. I don't care if it's movies. I don't care if it's other people. I don't care if it's foods, lifting weights, basketball. I appreciate you all for doing that because it makes the world great for me. It makes me feel special. It works for me. And for Metro, it says having your own life and having your own free will to do anything to make great changes. You are a captain of your faith and destiny. To each their own. I can't tell people how to be. I just want to have a different conversation. I mean, I enjoy when people want to interact with me. I will always never tell somebody they're not welcome to have a chit chat with me. I'll even let me do this before I forget it. Um, I'll always let people say what they're going to say. I'm not going to tell somebody how to say it. I'm not, if you, a person who wants to be a person who likes to use a lot of derogatory terms, that's your choice. I'm not going to stop you. I might just ask you why you feel like that. I've gotten to conversations with people that I never understood. Like when people just attack people, I'm like, why are you just attacking somebody? What did they do to you? And then instead of explaining their position, they just go on and on. So it's just, I mean, I'm trying to do this. Um, I don't know. Just people to me, the conversations that people have, the way that they think is always amazing to me. I can't relate because I don't think like you. I don't. And I don't expect anyone to think like me. I think like how I think. And I'm not saying the way that I think is more right or more wrong than someone else. I don't know. But wish what I wish would happen with people would be let's just exchange ideas. Let's just see how we both think. And if you think I'm wrong with the way that I think, then you feel free to tell me because I don't think that my thought process is any more better than yours. Well, let me retract that. I think greatly, and I love the way I think. But it's just the way I think. It doesn't mean that I'm going to outdo you. And that's why I love listening to people that are relatively free in what they want to say. There's there's things I don't agree with. Like I don't agree with people who slander or attack people. I'd rather you disagree with the argument, but don't attack the person. But a lot of people want to attack the person, and I understand that dictates clicks and views. That's not really me. When Metro says, "You will always be awesome, Charles." I enjoy many of your discussions. You have to provide. You provide and have to. Okay, thank you. Me, I just talk about different things. If people really listen to what I'm saying, let's say I put like I did a video because somebody asked me what I think about Paul Pierce Diddy situation, and I answered the question, but it's not even about him. It's about, listen, I want people to be free. Be who you want to be. We have too many people that are trying to enforce their morals and their ethics on other people. And listen, I'm always going to say, as long as you ain't hurting somebody and you're not robbing somebody, you're free to do what you want to do. I don't care. So you, like I tell people all the time, you want to tattoo your forehead. I may not like it, but you have the freedom to do that. If you want to sag your pants, that's on you. You do that. I don't care what you do. You don't owe me anything. all I really wish that people would give me is peace, because I'm not bringing you no drama, no peace, and I can cut with words like the best of them, but that's not my intent or my agenda. My agenda is to see if I can get you to laugh and smile, and I'm not trying to be the the wizard of the world. I'm not. I'm trying to be the wizard for Chuck, and I can tell you how I live my life. My I don't just stick on one topic. I'm not going to just talk about men and women. I'm not going to talk about sports. I'm not going to just talk about food. I talk about whatever. So that's just where I focus on. So Metro says, why do others want to attack the others in different opinion and should respect each other? Everyone has rights. I can't answer that question. I never understood why people go at other people. To me, I get it. A lot of people are. This is my belief, and this is subjective. I could be wrong, but a lot of people are envious and jealous, and they're haters. Like, what I mean by that is you don't want to see people win. I want to see everybody win, even people I don't agree with. There's lots of people on here that I think put out messages that don't resonate with my soul, but I'm not going to make a video hating on them. I don't care. As long as you're doing you. Hey, if you want to make a video trashing me, I'm going to applaud you anyway. That doesn't bother me. You see, nothing that someone says about me really bothers me, because I don't get bothered by that. I don't care if I was broke or rich. It doesn't matter what you think. And that's a question I would like to ask people. Does money make the man, or does who I am? Now, some people, we get so confused over this. Like, I just listen to people, and because maybe you have a better network or you've been more profitable than the next person, you want to diminish them. But it doesn't mean that you're better than the next person. That's crazy to me. In any endeavor, sometimes life doesn't play out how we think it should. Sometimes you're driving on the street and somebody hits your car. You couldn't stop that unless you was driving. So I just find the way that we think in general is the crazy. Your intention is to bring peace and happiness. Yeah, I don't, man, listen, I'm never gonna knock somebody who wants to go at people, because somebody come at me crazy, I can always reciprocate that. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna listen to you even when I don't agree with what you're saying. I will hear you out so you can hear me out, and I can play with anyone. I don't get offended. Nothing you're gonna say is really going to offend me. Not really, because I don't care. I'm gonna forget that you exist yesterday. So what does it matter about today? Did you even exist? So why do I care? As long as you're happy, I'm happy. That's how I live my life. I'm trying to do what Chuck does. Everybody else want to hear some crazy talk or listen, I tell you this. I can tell people all type of things, but I'm not obsessed with any one thing. I am obsessed with seeing people happy. I'm obsessed with seeing men smile, women smile, whatever you want to call yourself smiles, because we got this new world where you never know what somebody want to be called. And I'm not here to tell you anything about your thought process or your mental health. I may think you're crazy and you may be totally out there, but who am I to tell you? You got to figure that out on your own, because a lot of people do stuff that I think is weird and crazy to me, but to them is normal. So who am I to tell them that they're weird? It may not be normal in the social sense, but it may be normal to them. So I'm not one to ever try to shape other people's lives to the life that I think they should live. I just don't know how to do it. I mean, I could do it. I tell you, what I'm good at is interesting conversation. When people interact with me, my whole conversation changes. But I'm not really ever focused on one topic. Never. I'm never just thinking about one thing. Like, even right now, I'm thinking about sleep. I'm thinking about eat. I'm thinking about working out. I'm thinking about folding my clothes. I'm thinking about making more money. Think about stuff like that all the time. And when but I want to use my passion and what I love to do that. I don't like to do stuff that's uh, not impactful. Like, I got, let me tell you guys, just to tell you about my geekness. I got a Star Wars Republic Commando for Nintendo Switch. Even though I had it on PC and I had it on the Xbox, it looks better on the Switch, because I guess they did an upgraded version. Probably could have got it for the PS4, but I'm not gonna buy any more games for the PS4. And if I can't get a PS5, I'm not gonna get one. So crying a little bit, but it is what it is. Hey, brother Angel, hope you're doing great. Much love to you, brother. Life is good for me, man. I'm just doing me. What's on your mind? Like, I tell anyone, anytime I talk to anyone, but this is what I will say. My page, if people don't know, but you probably all listen know, it's not just it's not going to always be G-rated. So some people might come at you crazy. It won't be me, but I'm always defending people, whoever come and chat. But then I can't stop other people from saying what they want to say. Unless you find it disrespectful, then I'll end that in a minute. But this will have adult content sometimes. People will say crazy stuff that I won't say on my page, but they are more than and entitled to say what they want to say, because I'm not opposed to any conversation as long as people understand that. And that's my thoughts. That's just how I think about the world. I think that we have to accept people. Oh, okay, you want to hop up? I'll let you talk. What's going on, brother Angel? I add you to the stream. What's on your mind,
Hey,
man?
well,
How's it going?
life has been pretty busy, but in a good way because I've been working a lot lately, and I've been house hunting there's just been a lot that I've been doing since then. But still always am remembered of how great things are of this year so far because there's been a lot of good things happening for 2021 for me so far, and it's really unexpected of how everything has come. And I especially had a fun time from that stream that I did about a month and a half ago, where I had went to my first ever NBA game with my family.
That was so cool, man. I can't wait to go to an NBA game. I thought that was awesome. I was so happy for you, brother. That's a good experience.
But there's been a lot of good things happening this year, and it's just that over the past week I've had to work a lot because you were in the chat when I did my birthday live stream last week on the 29th, and since then I've just been busy. I just got done finishing up a live stream this morning, just about less than 5 minutes ago,
Oh,
because
okay.
I figured I'd go live and just update on everyone since I haven't done a live stream or posted anything in over a week.
Hmm. So, what's your? Let me ask you a question. I'll make it interesting. What is your overall goal? What is your life mission? What are you aiming for you? What is your purpose? Can you answer that? Is that a
Well,
too heavy of a question?
Well, it's kind of too heavy, but in terms of that, I just want to like have things come that I would least expected. Like right now, I'm looking for a house because I want to have a place that I can call my own. I don't want to
Hmm.
rent another apartment
Hmm.
for a while, probably for several years. But I want to have a place that I can call my own, where I can decorate how I want, like paint the rooms my color, decorate it the way that I want, and hang up pictures where I want, and that kind of stuff. So, in terms of like my life goal, really, there's not any much that I have like want to accomplish in terms of
Hmm.
like long term.
Hmm. Other than owning a home, you really want to own a home. Have you envisioned it? Like where you want to live at? Does it matter what state?
Yeah. I envisioned it. I know my budget. I know what I'm looking for of
Mhm.
the specs, like the number of bedrooms, the number of baths,
Okay,
the
go ahead.
condition, and so much more.
Mhm. So, are you? It's going to be in Arizona, New Mexico? I'm just curious.
I'm gonna stay within Arizona, but I'm gonna try to stay not too far from where I work at,
Hmm.
because I want to make sure that it's not like a long kind of commute every day
Understand.
to work.
So let me ask you a question. If you had to transit back and forth to work, how far of a drive are you willing to take?
I usually ride the bus and light rail systems here
Hmm.
in Arizona
Hmm.
to get to where I need to go if it's
Uh-huh.
too far, via car or a bike.
So let me. You didn't answer the question, so I'm gonna ask it again. How far, time wise or mile wise,
I
are
would
you
say
willing?
less than 30 minutes.
Okay, so anything over 30 minutes is too far for you, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Because when I was touring a house about 2 weeks ago, there, Charles, I rode my bike all the way to the location by
Yeah.
following the GPS, and it was about a hour and a half bike ride, and it was at a destination that I went to before when I saw my first house in
Hmm.
my house hunting journey, and it was amongst 67th Avenue and McDowell here in Phoenix.
Hmm.
So that was a bit too far for me. But
Understood.
I wouldn't mind being somewhere that's less than 30 minutes of the distance.
So if you had to ride a bike, as long as it's 30 minutes or less, that would be appropriate, correct?
Yeah,
Have you ever decided to try a e-bike? Have you heard about e-bikes?
I heard of it, but at one time wanted to put like a one of those battery things that can be put on a bike. But here in Arizona, there's a lot of stations that do have like e-bikes.
Yes.
But
How are
yeah,
the
I would like to try one.
Yeah, so let me ask
I Go ahead.
go continue. You're speaking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't rode one of the e-bikes here in Phoenix or anywhere that there's an e-bike station at.
So let me ask you this. In Arizona, do they have good bike paths? Is there a lot of ways where you can
Yeah,
separate from the
yeah,
regular traffic?
Um, yeah, they have a lot of great bike paths. There's a park not too far from where I'm at right now, where there's a bike path within the park. But in terms of bike paths alone, yeah, they have some pretty great ones, and there even is a bike path amongst like in between pieces of the road because it's
Mhm,
but it's pretty a good distance.
mhm. I'm just curious because I always think about that. Like
I
me
know.
myself. No, I'm gonna speak about me, and you can feel free to interject. But I always think that if I had to transit back and forth to work, um, I want to cut out all unnecessary expenses. So having an e-bike or riding a bike to and from work would be first it'd be cardiovascularly great for your system, and it would save you a lot of money because you don't have to put gas in your tank. And
Yeah.
I always think about that, and it's not that I'm cheap. I'm just economically frugal when I can be. So I'm always thinking if Los Angeles had better bike paths, I would probably, if I had to transit on a e-bike because it would save you from when you get tired. Because if you got to go uh, 10 miles there and back, that's 20 miles a day, you'll be in great shape. But sooner or later, I don't want to do it. So that's why I think about e-bikes a lot. I think that it's
Mm,
practical. I think it's efficient, and it give you the best of both worlds. When you're too tired to pedal,
yeah.
you can turn the bike into the quote unquote a little motorcycle, and then when you want to get your cardiovascular in, other than just with the bike assist, you can go hard. And I think that's a fabulous, wonderful thing, in my opinion. But feel
Yeah.
free, man. Go ahead. Feel free to speak.
And for me, I ride my bike a lot if it's not too far from where I'm at. Like I said, less than 30 minutes.
Hmm.
Because I have a lot of close places like restaurants, shopping centers, grocery
Hmm.
stores, etc. If there's a place that I want to go to that I know where it's at, that is within how far I want to go from to, I take my bike because not only is like you said good cardio and exercise. It's also a great way for the environment.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I don't really think about it like that, but we are moving towards that uh, lower emissions environment. So I think by
Yeah,
what they want to go totally E by 2025. I think that's the plan. So we got to do all we can to slow the global warming, if if people believe in
yeah,
that. But I
yeah.
I, I think it's going to happen naturally through the environment. So if you can stop the rising sea levels, why by all means try your best to do it. That's just my your life is funny, dude.
um, I love you, Charles. We've known each
Oh,
other
thank you.
for a couple of years. You are. I always am excited when I see you in one of my live streams because we've known each other for a couple of years now, probably about 3 or 4 now. And ever since the day that I met you, I knew you would be a great person, and I'm always happy to see you go live or see you in my chat. You're a fantastic person.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. For me,
But
go ahead,
go
continue.
ahead.
I'm listening.
But for me, well, I hope that you can go to your first ever NBA game sometime soon.
I've been to plenty of NBA games. It would just be
Oh,
a pleasure to go back to the NBA since they shut it down. I've been to plenty of NBA games. It wouldn't be my first. It wouldn't be my second,
oh,
my third, or my fourth, or my fifth, or my sixth. I've been to lots of NBA games. I totally enjoyed. Totally. It's just
uh,
this whole situation, this whole
yeah, yeah,
changed everything. So I'm not.
yeah,
That's why I'm a I enjoy socializing with people and going to events like that. Basketball is a passion of mine. I've always loved to play it, and I love to watch it, and I observe it. I'm not. Um,
yeah,
so it's just fun. It's just fun, to see especially in the playoffs. Going to a playoff game is like nothing you ever seen, bro. And I
I can
always,
I can I can imagine that, and with the Phoenix Suns where they're at in the number two position right now, they're like on the verge, or not on the verge, but uh, on their way to making it to the playoffs.
oh yeah, I think they'll make it. I think it's not a lock yet because I got to look at the percentages. They have like a you can see the standing, the chances, how much chance you got. I haven't really been checking it out like I used to, but I'm pretty sure they'll make it. I think it's going to be interesting. Only thing that stops the other
Yeah,
team is injury and chemistry. So
yep,
I'm a Laker fan. I hope the Lakers
'cause
win. But go ahead, man. Speak.
yep, because yeah, the Phoenix Suns is number two right now in the conference that they're in.
Yes. It's so weird how they have it set up, the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, and it's not even about who has the best record. It's about what conference you're in and how you see according to your conference, which is fair but is unfair. And they're trying to change it
Um,
with the playing. Go ahead, if you want to interject, feel free.
Yeah.
But
I always wondered why they say like the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference for the NBA. And I'm not too sure how they do it for the MLB for like their playoffs, if they refer to it as the conference or what. But I've always wondered, why do they say conference for the
I can
NBA?
break it down to you. It's all about travel and time. So uh,
Oh,
so if you want to like all the Western Conference teams usually play 3 to 4 times, but the Western Conference will play the Eastern Conference teams only one time, and that's because of travel. So they try to get the teams that are closest together to play the most often. You understand what I'm talking about? So that way, it is not too uh, difficult on the players, and they can have more games. And like that, so you might see maybe the Lakers will play the Nets twice, once in New Jersey and once in Los Angeles. But the Lakers will play the Phoenix Suns usually 4 times, and that's how it works. That's why they have different
uh,
conferences, and
oh.
that's why they can have they can kind of say going against these teams, we go against these teams, and that's how they can differentiate. The argument has been we should go by best records, but then they would eliminate some of the fan base. Like if all the best teams are on the West Coast and nobody on the East Coast would probably want to watch the playoff games. But you split it in the conferences, then you make sure that people on both sides will still be interested because they got their teams to root for. You know what I mean? So if the Lakers don't make it, Phoenix does. I live close to Phoenix, or Golden State makes it. So it's like that, or Houston makes it. But if you're from New Jersey, you don't care about watching nothing that happens in Los Angeles if only the top teams make it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they split the
Yeah.
conferences. And I think
Oh,
baseball and football operate in similar fashions. That's from what I know. I got to do more
ah,
research though.
all right. Now I know more about why they refer to it as the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference for the NBA.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's
Thank you for telling me that.
yeah, it was just it's just based off the coast. If you're closer to the East Coast, you're going to be in the Eastern Conference. You're closer to the West, you're going to be in the West. And they used to say it was the Mississippi River that splits it, but it's not necessarily like that because certain teams that should be in the East may be in the West and vice versa. So it's all a little bit subjective, but that's how it works. That's pretty much the gist of it, from what I know.
Ah,
So, what is your passion, Angel? What are you extremely passionate about? Me is knowledge. I like to learn and see people smile. What about you?
I'm all about communication and interaction.
Hmm. So you call yourself you're an extrovert?
If that's what it is, then yeah, because I enjoy the communicating, interacting with people,
Hmm.
which is why I love the job that I have, because I get to interact with the customer.
Oh, okay. I consider myself an extroverted introvert. Truthfully, like I enjoy talking to people, but if no one talks to me, I'm extremely happy. I like people not messing with me a lot more than most people know.
Well, sorry if at times you came to my channel and I didn't say hi to you.
It
It's
doesn't
just
bother me.
either. Well, I love you, bro.
No, it's okay. No worries, man. I don't get it. I don't attention or not bothers me not. So if nobody ever comes and visits my page, I, I don't care. I don't never lose. Like I don't stop liking people because they don't say anything to me. So if nobody comes in my chat, if nobody comes in my comments, or nobody watches none of my videos, it don't take me down because I'm still happy being me.
Mhm.
So I'm all about just doing what I'm gonna do, and hopefully when I talk to people, I can
Yeah.
impact their lives and get them to not be so mad at the world because it seems
Yeah.
that so many people are angry about everything. I'm not angry at
Yeah.
anything. I want to like I'll
Well,
hop in a lot more chats. I would, but a lot of times when I hear the chats, it's always going to the left, and I want to go left. I want to go right. I want to have some fun, and it's not. My fun for me is not talking about others. It's like, can I make you smile? Now we can talk about any subject that people want to talk about, men and women, politics, sports. I'm not opposed to any conversation in any which way people want to take it, and sometimes people be uncomfortable in those situations, but me, I'm comfortable anywhere with anyone talking to anybody. But I'm also fine just talking to me. That's just how I think. Still there, brother? Well, anyway, since Angel is not saying anything, maybe he left. But I see his face. But I always wonder, what is the motivations of other people? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you want to think? What makes you not want to think? Why do you feel the way you feel? That's always what I'm about. So sometimes when I go and I want to talk to other people, it may go left. It's like people always want to be mad at the world. I'm not mad at the world ever. I'm pretty happy all the time. And I think I got, maybe that's my problem because I'm always like I'm on a high. I'm always want to, I'm feeling great. I'm gonna tell you something that most people don't know. One of my favorite people to listen to on YouTube, you wouldn't even know it, is my brother, the big homie. And now the big homie, he goes in sometimes, but uh, to me, just in my opinion, other than just trash talking, got a genuine good spirit. I like to listen to him a lot. I like to listen to people to give me information. So uh, even I got other favorites, but I just feel like talking about the big homie. Brother Angel, I like to see when you laugh. I enjoy that. I'm listening to Brother Platinum Elite, he makes me laugh a lot too, and Brother Anti, but they be going so long. They do be like on 4 or 5 hour streams, and Sir Ism. Like I listen to all these different people, sometimes from one circle, it seems like, but I listen to so many people, and I just like people who either make me laugh, because I already like to laugh, and I like people who, when you hear them, uh, they'll get you to think about something. And what I wish I could push on the world, I wish I could push people just to be positive. Just don't let the world stop you from feeling great. Don't let the world stop you from smiling because life will always go on. I wish that I had more interaction, but I know for me how I feel about things. I'm not really ever going to push uh, negative topics because it's just not about anything with anyone at any time. I just like conversation. I enjoy hearing the thoughts of other people. And if I can't uh, change your mind, which I'm not really trying to do, I want to understand your perspective. I want to understand how you feel, why you feel the way you feel, why you think something is right or wrong. And let's say we can have a good dialogue that will make us, at least if we don't agree, understand each other. I think that's the problem when I hear people speak, because I like to listen to people. It's like people really don't want to understand where other people come from. I don't care who gets on. I really don't. I don't care if somebody wants to get on and be disparaging and disrespectful to me. Go ahead, do it, big dog. It's all good. If that's how you feel, because I want to know why you feel the way you feel. So if you're a person who doesn't like all the men and the manosphere sucks, tell me why. If you think all women suck and you're against feminism, tell me why. I always want to hear those thoughts. If you just love vegetables and you want to tell me how yummy and carrots are, tell me. If you want to eat meat and all you think about is eating beef, tell me, because I want to hear it. If you say we should never drive a car, tell me. If you think we should all be nudists, tell me. If you think we should all be conservative right-wing people, tell me. If you think we should all be liberal lefts, tell me. I just want to know. If you say nothing but I want to be anarchist, tell me. I just want to know. That's just how I feel about almost everything that I feel. And I like what Vane's blog says. Virtual hug. Whenever I see anybody, they smile at me, it's like a virtual hug. Smiles are like virtual hugs. And that's just how I feel about the world. You know, my conversation is always different. It's not like other people, it's not what like other people think. It's really just how I think. So if I could do anything, let me do this because I don't see Angel there. So how I feel is like, man, people got to figure out what's right for them. People got to figure out how they can smile today, what you can do to improve your life, what you can do to make other people's life feel better. And that's just what I think. I'm not some, I wish I could tell people other stuff. I don't know what to tell people, but what I can tell people is when people interact with me, it's going to be a great conversation because how I feel is that when you talk to people, you should always be willing to listen to what they have to say. You don't have to agree with them. There's no reason that you can't have an open ear to hear somebody else's message. Now,
Um, um,
go ahead, brother.
sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call from my sister.
It's all good, brother. It is all good because I have a lot I could say. Sometimes I just wish that it was more people. Go ahead, I'm listening. Did you want to speak?
Yeah, I'm sometimes like that. Whenever I speak for so long, people are like, "Does Angel ever take a breath, man?"
Do you?
Because um, do I ever take a breath?
That's a joke.
I can talk for like 10,000 words straight.
Hmm. I'm listening. You start, then you stop. So if you want to talk, talk. I'll interject.
um,
You don't bother me at all if you want to talk.
yeah. I can talk for like 10,000 words straight. And one time I talked for about 15 minutes
Hmm.
straight. And when I was done talking, they were like, "Wow, uh, does he ever take a breath?" Because a lot of people are pretty amazed at how long I can speak for.
It wouldn't surprise me. What surprises me is when I hear people speak when they don't have anything to say. So it's cool to speak, but there should be a point in your conversation. That's just me. I'm a little biased.
Yeah,
I still listen to people, but most people to me are saying nothing. So I can say that the car ran down the road, but what does that mean? In the big scheme of things, what message are you trying to put out? So I know a lot of
yeah,
people that don't take this any which way, but there's so many people on YouTube that talk just to talk, but they say nothing. And I'd rather you say something. It should be a message. So when I speak, every time I'm speaking, my message is, can I get you to smile? Can I get you to laugh? How's your day? What's on your mind? I want to hear what you're really thinking about. But so many people are so superficial, they don't really tell you who they are interiorly, what they're trying to do. So, like you told me that you're trying to buy your own home for, you wanted to own something. I get that, but sometimes, like, I really want to know why people are speaking for it. Like, sometimes people get on here and just talk about what somebody else has done, and I'm like, what does what somebody else has done have to do with your life? What about your life? So I want to
yeah,
hear about your life. I don't care about
yeah,
John Jane Doe. I don't care. I don't care because somebody don't like this or don't like that. I don't care that you don't like pizza. I don't care. Now you can tell me why if we're talking one on one, but overall, I don't
yeah,
care. I just want you to be happy. Like my brother
yeah,
KRDP. If you want to fish, tell me why you want to fish. It's cool if you have an assessment about a situation. Like I said, somebody asked me what I think about what happened with Paul Pierce. Okay, I'll talk about that, but I'm not about to go on and talk about it for an hour or two because I don't care. I'm gonna do a real quick thing because you asked me a question. I'm gonna put the information out, and you can listen to it or not.
mhm,
But if you listen to it, I might surprise you because what I'm saying ain't what you think I'm saying. Because this is my thoughts. We live in a world now that people don't want people to be real. Brother KRDP said a while ago, red-blooded American man. So it's like we don't want people to be men and women anymore. It's like you can't be what you. I want to eat. That's what I do. I'm a human being, and I find other people attractive. Can I not say that, or I gotta say it in a certain way that you can understand? It's weird to me. So we live in this world where we can't be real anymore. So it's weird. Like I don't care what words you use. I don't get offended by words. Now, somebody else get offended by a word. That's you. Me, I can convey the same message that I want to convey, and not have to curse at all. And I tell people I'm a potty mouth. I'll curse better than anyone you ever met, but I can say the same thing without being always just MF. I don't have to do that, even though I'm good at it. So that's what amazes me about people, especially when they speak on YouTube, because I don't know really what you're talking about. There's no point. You're not saying. You're just speaking. So speak and say something. That's my whole premise. Anything that you want to say, Brother Angel?
I agree with everything that you had just said. Just to tell about what you've been up to or what's going on. You don't need to like complain about like losing something unless if it's a loved one. Then it's pretty sad to lose it. But don't complain about losing a bet to a game. Don't complain about losing a cherished possession that you risked of. Just be happy and learn from your mistake there. Because we all make mistakes and it's all about learning from it. And in the end, just be happy with what you have and where you're at in life. If you've came this far, what's stopping you from going even further? And
I agree.
in terms of like that, I've learned growing up is that it's always great to challenge yourself because every time you challenge yourself, you become a better person. And when you become a better person, you improve of what you are getting to in life and that kind of stuff. but for people speaking, just talk about what you have been up to or how your day was, and just see how people are doing and how they have been. Don't come on and rant about something that none of us give any crap about.
See, this is what I'm going to say. I, I mean, I don't care if you rant because a lot of people have issues and they want to vent. I get that. It's
Yeah,
therapeutic. Sometimes I can vent.
yeah,
However,
yeah,
for me, everything shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't always, every
yeah,
conversation should be a problem. I want to hear about what makes you happy sometimes. What made you smile today? What are you trying to do? And do that. Now, I
yeah,
understand that if you think that you got to stand with a group and you want to work with your group, I'm not that type of person because humanity is first my group. I'm a human first for anything. And I'll talk to anyone from any group, from any place, as long as they're civil with me, as long as they're respectful to me or whatever they believe respect is, because nothing that you're going to say is going to piss me off anyway. So you can come totally left and I'll
yeah,
be like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you feel like that about whoever you're talking about. But to me, it matters not because no matter what, once I turn this computer off, my life will go back on. It's going to still be the same. So how someone feels about me or what's pissing them off, I think so many people are looking for echo chamber, looking for people that think like them so they can feel right in whichever way they feel. And I'm never going to tell you that you're wrong in the way that you feel, but you got to understand
yeah.
everybody doesn't think the same. Angel doesn't think like Charles, and Charles doesn't think like Michael Jordan. Maybe I do, but so you, you got to figure out what's right for you. And it's cool. Like every conversation does not have to be uh, trying to correct somebody else's behavior because the behavior that I want to correct is my own. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
work on, being the best Chuck I can be, living my
yeah,
best life. Maybe I can get you to laugh like Angel just did, or maybe I can get you to think about something. Maybe I can tell you about a good book to read. And like right
yeah.
now, I just read this book by an author named Will White, and the name of the book is Bloodlines. It's a book series called Cradle. And if you like science fiction fantasy, you will love the Cradle series. I like to read fiction a lot, even though I read a lot of nonfiction. I just enjoy reading. And when I can't read, I'm listening. I like to put it on audiobooks and I just put it at the fastest speed. Just that's just what I do. Okay. That's just my thoughts for people who are out there in this virtual space. Um,
Thank you, KRDP.
yeah, he already says, yeah, I'm sure he says, I didn't even pay attention. I'm so busy pontificating.
I
Busy
love
putting it
you,
out there.
Charles. You're a great brother.
I just try to be as good as I can be, man. And I just want,
Yeah, I
no matter
know.
what, I just want people to feel comfortable, no matter what. Feel free to talk to who you want to talk to. I don't care where you come from, because we all got our issues and we all got our assets. So I'm a person who
Mhm.
doesn't think anyone is better than anyone. We just got a different life to live, and sooner or later, somehow, some way, we can relate if we try. So I try to relate to everyone. I like to tell people I'm a geek, gamer, suave,
Yeah.
cool, Mac. I'm joking, but I'm all these things. So you can't pigeonhole me and say I'm this or I'm that. I'm all of it. Anyway,
And I'm not trying to be someone who is trying to be better than anyone. I'm just someone who's trying to follow his dreams and accomplish his goals.
okay.
Because everything that I've been through in recent years really
Mhm.
has helped inspire a lot of people
Yeah,
to follow their paths and keep following what they believe in. There and even my brother has been inspired by me because on the day of my birthday last week, my brother posted to his IG and he said that I have taught him a lot of things where I've been had thrown a lot of stuff at over the years, but I kept on going because when you put your because for me I never give up on something once I put my mind to something. And that's what a lot of people need to do is to never give up once you put your mind to something. Keep going after that until you accomplish it. Whether it's getting a house, finding the career that you love or want, or the following some type of dream that you want. Put your mind to it and keep after it.
I agree with you. I agree. I just tell people, man, you got to figure out what's right for you. Like everybody has,
Yep.
like you say, your goal is for a house. It's like some people's goal is just to survive. Other people's goals to find love. Some people goal is to just be the best human being on the planet. I feel that as long as you have something that you're striving for, there's always something to do. So don't ever get down, don't ever feel out because you can do it. I tell anyone who has a plan, anybody who has a dream, go after it because it's never too late. It's never too late until it's over. So don't ever think you can't achieve something because you can. It may be harder than you think. And even if you don't get there, as long as you're heading towards it, you're getting there. So don't ever stop yourself from being the best human that you can be. That's my thoughts.
Exactly.
Hey, Neo Souls. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great, Michelle. Hey, hi. Cardi B says years or so ago there were these two assholes. One asshole and asshole two got into a little petty feud in an online Call of Duty match over $1.50. So asshole one or asshole two contact Serial Swatter. I don't know who Tiberius. It's like Tiberius Kirk. Tyler Barris. Am I say is trying to read the name right? Tyler Barris. I see Serious Swatter Tyler Barris. I don't know half the people on YouTube, so like I'm for me, I don't really engage in the drama. Like people can be dramatic, and I'll talk about dramatic situations if people ask me. But if you don't ask me, I don't really care. I want to finish hearing what you're saying. KRDP, I want you to finish it so I can continue reading the thing. So Neo Soul, what's going on with you? My spoken word writing lady. I hope everything is great in your life. I hope that you're feeling fantastic. I hope that everything is going the way you wanted to go, and I know that you making it reality because you write it out. Anyway, I just feel that I'm just having fun chit chatting. I wish that more people wanted to really chit chat because I want more of just a dialogue about whatever. That's just what it is. I just want to just talk about the birds and the bees, the sunlight in the trees, the clouds in the sky, and wonder why. I'm joking. Yeah, so I want to finish reading what this guy says. Sometimes people say things that are so interesting to me. Uh, you watch uh, network television or any type of shows, Angel? Or you like
Um,
any genre of movies?
I love comedies, action, adventure, and those like PG kids slash family films.
Oh, okay. I understand you. Angel is the embodiment of innocence. Uh, have you ever you got Netflix?
Yeah, I do. I also have Hulu, Disney Plus, and
So you got them all.
Discovery Plus, and Paramount Plus.
I
I have
got
all
you.
the Plus services.
You go ahead, you big baller. I'm gonna ask you, since you said you like comedies, there's a movie on Netflix called Bad Trip. Have you seen it?
Not yet, but I'll take a look at it.
KRDP, let me finish reading the KRDP
Yeah,
said.
I have Tubi as well. I have been watching a lot of old shows on Tubi. There, KRDP. Some of the shows that I've been watching have been the Family Game Night with Todd Newton, and I've also have been watching another game show called Picture Rika. Those are two family game shows right there that I've been watching a lot lately.
Understood. I'm about to interrupt you for a minute. I want to read the comments because I want to read what
Alright.
Neil Stowe says. She says, all is well. I'm just listening to you, acknowledge, enjoying life. God blessed me with another year like yesterday. So I'm just enjoying it. That's so awesome. Happy belated birthday if yesterday was your birthday. That's so
Um,
awesome. I'm glad that you
uh,
got it another year. And let me read what KRDP says.
uh,
Then in Kentucky, given the wrong address, Tyler Barris swats the father and gets a innocent man who had no connection to video games at all, whatever. So even swatted and killed now, Tyler Barris is spending nearly 25 years in the slammer for manslaughter charges. Oh, that's horrible.
wow.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's just, never take any of this that serious, man. What
Yep.
this is my belief for people. I know words have power. Words can hurt you, but try to be oblivious. Don't let somebody agitate you into doing something that you really don't want to do. So the reason I say that is so many people want to blame other people for what they do. You are always entitled to your actions unless you're coerced through force where you have no options, and still then you still have an option. So somebody can say any type of evil or malicious thing to me. They could, but that's not gonna make me take action because you can't make me do anything. I chose to do it. I always understand that and don't do that. Neil Soul says, thank you. I appreciate you. I love what you're doing here. Keep doing it. You inspire me to give back to my channel to go live, and I actually went live last night. Oh, okay. I go back and look at it. I don't mind. So I wish I one thing I wish that YouTube did had a better randomizer, because I'm always trying to look to see who's doing what, and sometimes if I go to all my subscriptions, it still don't show up. So I got to scroll, and you miss so many people. But I just want to hear different conversations. Like me, I, every time I have a conversation, it's not always an agenda. Sometimes I just want to have fun and have different people talk. So like it's not just, even though Angel is here, this is not just for Angel. I don't care what sector you come from. If you want to talk, you're more than free to come and chit chat with me, because just having Angel here makes me talk more. And
and
I
and
doubt
you
that I
know
go.
you're
Go ahead, Angel.
and you know, Charles, you're always welcome to my channel and my family. You have
I
always
appreciate
been
it.
a part of my family from day one, when I first met you, and
Mhm.
I'm always happy to see you there.
Yeah, I just, I never want people to think like, 'cause a lot of people say this sector, and I'm I I associate with so many different sectors. I don't know what you want to say. You can call me a black man. I'm part of manosphere. I'm part of the fun sphere. I'm part of all these different things. But first, I'm a part of humanity. I'm part of the human. Let's be respectful and loving of each other. And because I'm a man, I think about biased men thoughts, but I'm still trying to understand people who don't think like me, women, different groups. It doesn't matter, because I always want to learn from different people. I'm not trying to force my agenda down your throat. Whatever makes you happy, I'm happy for you. Just don't force your agenda down my throat. And that's how I feel about the world. I feel that if you let people live in peace, hopefully they'll show you peace. Clarity feels like coming Streamlabs, but not sure yet. Hey man, you're more than welcome to say what you want to say, bro. I'm not gonna ever Joel, you will force you. If you say you want to speak, speak. If you want to interrupt me, say, Charles, let me interrupt you. I'll let you go. And you can overtalk me anytime. And if I'm not finished, say, hold on for a second. But my channel, for me, um, I wanted to be free. I'm I can say a lot of things, but I'm not, because I'm more diverse than that. So I don't ever try to limit myself. And if people don't want to associate with me because I'm kind of open, I'm cool with that. I'm not, the way that I talk is the way I talk. I talk different ways to different
Yeah.
people at different times, but I'm still me
Um,
all the time. Go ahead, Angel. Say what you're gonna say.
and the way that I talk is the way to talk. So what if I stutter? Don't
That
we
doesn't
all
matter.
stutter every now and then?
Of
Um,
course.
uh, uh, just because I stutter doesn't mean that I should be attacked and name called for it. There's a lot of people that have stuttering problems, but just because we're that way doesn't mean that we should be disrespected.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go hard on that. Listen to what I'm about to tell you, Angel. I want you. This is. Tell me what
All
you
right.
think about this. People, we have a thing called freedom of speech, right? So
Yep. Yep.
people can say what they want to say, but it's how you
Yep.
take what they say, it what bothers you.
Yep.
So let's say somebody was disrespectful to me. Uh, I don't have to talk to them anymore, but they're free to be as disrespectful as they want to, as long as they're not slandering me or libeling me or stealing from me. So I may not like what people say, but people are entitled to call me all type of names. So the reason I say that is, I know it's hard for people, but you got to learn to be, not that you're going to do it, and I'm not saying you're wrong to feel how you feel, but learn to be oblivious to when people make fun of you, because
Yep.
people will always make fun of you.
Yep.
Dude, I stutter,
Yep.
stumble over my words, spit come out my
Yep.
mouth all the time. I
Yep.
don't care what anyone
Yep.
says, because it doesn't
Yep.
really matter. They can call me a
Yep.
dumbass or they can call me smart. All that matters is what I
Yep.
think about me. Like, I think you're great. Do you
Yep.
think you're great? So if somebody calls you any type of name or they make fun of you, be oblivious. I mean, like, I
Yep.
understand that some people talk the term bullying. To me, once you get mentally tough, bullying is only physical. And let you know, if it bothers you that people are laughing at you, because people gonna laugh at you anyway. I don't let that bother me, because I laugh right back at them. It doesn't matter,
Mhm.
because you can't control the people. That's why that's the only thing I think I got that I'm different than most people, is because if people want to say, I don't think anyone should say anything horrible to anyone ever, because why? But people do it, and I'm not gonna stop them, because you're
Yep.
gonna reap what you sow. If it never happens, it never happens. But I treat people
Yep.
the way I want to be treated. So if I don't want people to talk bad about me, I don't talk bad about them. And if I'm feeling that I'm saying
Yep.
something wrong and I know it, I'll probably, most likely, I will apologize, because I can be really rough in my demeanor. I can be really
Yep.
malicious. I can be belligerent. I can be all of that.
Yep.
But I'm human. So I bring
Yep.
that all up to say, you can't stop people from being assholes or mental bullies or verbally abusive. Is wrong. I don't advocate it, but I'm saying words are just words. I can say I love you, and I can say I blue blue. You don't know what I said. It's how you interpret it. So take it as a positive, and don't let it bother you.
Yep.
So somebody can say, "Man, that's fat." and you think I'm fat, I'm offended. But they didn't mean that you're fat. They mean that they like your outfit and it's fat. You know what I mean? So it's what we
Mhm.
interpret words to mean that hurt us, and we should stop letting
Yep.
certain words hurt us. Even though words have power, you give the word power if you let it hurt you.
Yep.
You get what I mean? Don't
Yep.
give something power that you could be oblivious to.
Yep.
That's just my thought process. I
Yep.
don't You don't have to
Um.
agree. I can be
Yep.
totally wrong, but I hope
Yep.
that helps people. So if
Yep.
somebody
Yep.
calls you a derogatory term that you don't like, say, okay, thank you. That's a compliment.
Yep. Yep.
And call them one back.
And I yep, and I agree with everything that you just said there, Charles, because that's what I've learned in the past couple of years is to just be oblivious and ignore it.
I know it's hard for people, but I'm telling you, people will come and make fun of you. There's so many
Yep.
trolls on YouTube, and I'm not knocking
Yep.
anyone who wants to troll. And I can make fun of trolls, but I don't because it's funny to me.
Yep.
If you want to make fun of me, if you think Charles is simp loser, idiot, broke dude, or Charles is the best, rich, smartest dude on the planet, I'm appreciative either which way because you've noticed me. That's all I can say. So we are all weird anyway. We're all unique and special. Somebody's gonna love it or somebody's not. Don't let it get to you. Do not let it bother you. That's always my advice to anyone that I ever hear talk, ever. Just do you. Do you.
Yep.
Anything else in your mind, Angel? Anything you want to talk about?
Nah. 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 There's nothing else that I need to talk about because I need to get ready here because I have to go to work here in a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, I was going to give you free reign to speak, but if you're going to leave, well, I'm going to tell you it's always a pleasure. You're always
Yeah.
welcome. And I
And
enjoyed the
and
dialogue.
and you know you're always welcome to my channel, brother. Your
Oh, I
family.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I love you, man. You're
Oh,
great.
man. Love right back at you, brother. See, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. This is what I think. Um, for me, how I think about things is, man, everyone is special. Everybody has a voice. I may not want to hear what you want to say. I may not think that you should speak, but you have the right to speak. You got to always think that. So I'm never going to diminish, shame, cajole, put down people unless you deserve it. But it's usually all in fun because I'm not here to attack people for their thought processes. I'm not here to shame people and get them to think a different way because I want you to think the way you think. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, man. You got to figure out what's right for you. Me, I'm different than most people because I enjoy just talking to people. I enjoy having interactions with people. I enjoy people who don't think like me because I'm not more right than you. I'm not. Oh, Tara, hope that you're doing great. So, for me, I'm just trying to become the best person I can be, and if I can impact your life in any which way to make your life better, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn from people. I want to have conversations with anyone who wants to talk to me. I'm never going to tell somebody they're not welcome. I can go any which way you want to go. So, like I tell people, I'm a grown ass dude. So if you don't know, I'm never going to tell you how to speak, and I'm never going to shame you for how you speak because no one is perfect. I'm telling you, I will stumble with my words, I will fumble my words, I say inappropriate things. I may say something that you may find disrespectful, but it's never on purpose. And if I find out that our conversation that we're having is not uh, con- conductive to an improvement of your life, I will end it, and it will never be on bitter terms. There's no one on YouTube that I dislike. No one. I like some people more than others. I have favorites, but it doesn't mean that I don't see anyone as opposition or competition because if you're trying to grow your page, I feel we can all eat if that's what you're trying to do. Me, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm not trying to change the way you think other than to try to get you to love people. I'm not trying to tell you that someone is better or worse. I listen to a lot of people, and a lot of people give advice. I don't agree with their advice, but they're free to give it. If somebody like, okay, I'm gonna make a joke, but it's a joke. I'm never gonna say that somebody else can do something that somebody else can't. As a human, you can do whatever you can do. So if a man can do it, a woman can do it. That's what I'm saying. So I like when people talk about who should lead what, whoever the best leader is should lead. Now, some people will say that men lead better than women. Some people say women lead better than men. I don't know. I'm a man, so I'm biased. I'm say man should lead, but hey, I've seen great women leaders, and Kamala Harris is the vice president of the United States, and if she gives an order to somebody who's her subordinate, they should follow the order. No, so I'm not going to listen to her because she's a woman. That's silly to me. So the way I look at the world is, man, you just show people respect and treat people the way you want to be treated. Until they show you that they're incompetent, you don't generalize and say this person is incompetent, or you can't say you don't understand where I'm coming from unless you know them. Because I've listened to so many people who say certain things, and I can go so hard. I love the argument that people make is, well, until you have your own child, you don't know what it's like to be a parent. So, and I always try to throw a paternity quote on them. So you mean as long as you think you have your own child, because that child cannot be yours, especially for a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? So you think it's your child, and you've been obligated with the responsibility of raising a child. Or but it could be a man that adopts a child, or a man that raises their cousins or nieces, or maybe they raise their brothers and sisters because their mother or father are busy. So you can't always make that statement that you don't understand what responsibility is or parenting is because you haven't been a quote unquote actual parent, because they say mother's baby, father's maybe. I'm just using that example. So when people drop certain arguments about what people know or what they can understand, it's subjective. A lot of things can't be quantified or measured. So when you make these statements saying you don't know, you don't know. You don't know that this little child at 12 years old is more wise than a person that's 50. It could be. I always reflect on my life, and I think that overall, we all change, but philosophically wise, being the way that I think, I've always thought like this. But I think it's for people to accept the way that you think is hard, because certain people want you to think a certain way. And sometimes when you're outside the box, people can't relate to you because they want you to be in the box. And I'm not one of those in the box people. You can't show me, you can't put me in a certain perspective, you can't change me to what you want me to be. I'm going to do me, and I think you should do you. I'm not here to tell you what right and wrong is, because we all have our own beliefs of what right is and what wrong is. What's right for me may not be right for you, and vice versa. So people need to just figure it out, live their best life, do what it takes for them to be happy, and try to improve people's lives who are around you. And that's my whole objective. I don't want to bring pain to anyone. Pain to me is anytime somebody tries to get you to do something that you don't want to do. I'm not trying to ever get somebody to do something that they don't want to do. And I'm never trying to make somebody feel guilty because they don't want to do what I want them to do. Because I'm going to do me. I'm going to go live my life. Be it that I want to eat pizza or eat a steak. Be it that I want to drink water or drink some whiskey. I got a whiskey page from my friend. It's called Fun with Whiskey. Check it out. I'll probably have to add it to one of my channels so people can check it out, because my friend is a good video guy, and I'm a good stupid guy. So when stupidity and videography mix, maybe we can come up with something fantastic, something wonderful. So I don't know. I could talk about so many different things, but I think I flow best when people interact with me. And I think my problem is, I tell people this all the time, I'm not really angry about a lot. Not really. If I'm angry about anything, it's just having other people's obligations forced on me when it's not my responsibility that I'm made to be responsible for. And I don't like that. Would you say I agree? Okay, we'll just carry the piece. I'm gonna search up the law for a moment. Go do you, bro. You're talking a lot of stuff. Georgia passed a new voting law, and everybody is turning it to cancel culture, losing their minds. Then my neighbor Karen is being YouTube Karen again. I don't know what people do. I think that we need to be more honest. My friend sent me an article about I guess one of the playmates, after Hugh F is dead, so he can't defend himself, saying she felt forced to be there. I'm like, it was to your advantage. It was advantageous for you to be there. So it's weird to me that certain groups want to play a victim. And I'm not saying people aren't victims, but we have so many people just automatically become victims when you're not a victim. Listen, even today, there's people who don't have jobs, but with the internet, there's always opportunity to make money. And some people, you may never get rich, but you ain't got to be broke. You don't have to be, unless you're totally invalid and incapable of discipline to even earn something. I know life is not fair. So I'm not saying it's not absolute, but I do have a belief in. I do have belief that people are really at disadvantages. But as long as you can do something, I don't care. Make a website, make an Instagram page, make somebody laugh. You're capable of doing some work. Now, if people pay you for your work, that's a different thing. But I've seen so many people on YouTube write books, and this is they can't write. Their syntax and their grammar is horrible, but they still write books. So if they can do it and they can't write, why can't you? It's people who get up on YouTube all day and have nothing to say, but they're YouTube superstars and they're not charismatic and they're not entertaining, but they do it. So what is your excuse? And I'm not saying you can't have excuses, because we all have excuses. Sometimes you got to take care of other people. Sometimes stuff terms it's unfortunate for you. Sometimes you're 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 into you're not creative. Like, I'm not that creative, but you got to keep on pushing. If the person with no legs can walk, why can't you? Because there's people out there that don't have legs, that got some legs and walked anyway with no legs, ran a marathon with no legs. So what is your excuse? I don't know. I mean, we all can make excuses, and I'm just saying you got to keep it pushing. You got to keep it going, and it shouldn't always be "woe is me." I mean, we can all say "woe is me." It's I can Let me use my "woe is me" time right now. I'm the best on YouTube, and it's woe is me that I don't have a million subscribers. Woe is Chuck. But how can I say that when I'm not streaming all the time. I'm not doing 8-hour streams. You got people that's doing 8-hour, 24-hour streams. How can I even talk about people checking me out when I'm not doing it? I'm not going up doing people's panels and trying to connect like that. I'm not. So if people never check me out, it's my fault. I'm losing because I'm a loser. That's what I think. I think that you got to do what's right for you. I don't even like. I enjoy the conversations, but I think I'm much more better when people interact with me. But me just talking at the screen, just talking at the screen like I'm doing right now. I can make it fun. I can make it fun, but it's more fun when people talk to me. I mean, I want to say so in the news, a doctor and two more victims were victim of mass murder. It's always something going on. There's always something horrible. It's always somebody dying, somebody hungry, somebody lost their kid, somebody lost their father, their mother, their dog, somebody lost their job. It's always gonna be something that's bad. But it's always somebody that was born today. Somebody had a birthday yesterday, like Neo Souls. Somebody else smiled. Somebody got a promotion. Somebody got married. Somebody got divorced. That could be positive too. So it's all these different things that people we don't really appreciate, that we should appreciate, because life is what we make it. Life is what we make it. You don't have to let life get you down when you can lift it up. I'm so proud of people who take chances. I'm proud of people who say, okay, today I'm going to make a trailer for my YouTube page. Today I'm about to make a thumbnail. Today I'm about to just go weigh myself and say, I'm down to the weight I want to be. That's so awesome. Even if they don't make it, they do it anyway. And that's what you got to do. You got to push on. You got to keep it going. You can't let the world stop you. And I don't know what I'm supposed to tell people. I don't know how to tell people. I am not a life coach. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not the most suave dude. I'm not going to tell you how you should live your life. I'm not going to shame you and tell you that you're degenerate. I don't know. I think that you got to do what's right for you. I'm not going to tell you, listen, as long as you're doing something, you're doing something. And sometimes it may not be good what you're doing, but it's good for you. So do it. As long as you ain't hurting nobody except you. If you love it, I love it. That's what I think. You know, I don't know how to change the perspective of other people. And I'm not really trying to. I'm trying to change me. And the me that I want to be is an incredible person for you. If I can help you without hurting me, I'm going to help you. If I can, if I talk to people, like I hear this going on a lot. So when I go to people's chats and they got chats and, they always talk about giving back, I'll give a $5 here, $5 that. If nobody ever give me back, I'm cool, because you don't owe me that. You don't owe me nothing. So I'm just appreciative of the world. I'm appreciative of people. Trust me, I don't ever think I'm some holier than thou innocent dude. I tell anybody want to know I'm a perv, freaky. But I can be cool on the YouTube. I can be. I don't have to always tell you that I'm running around butt naked in my house jumping jacks. I'm joking. I'm joking. But if people got to do what's right for them, I can't tell you what to do. I just tell you to be happy. Figure out what makes you happy. I don't care if it's sitting on a balcony sipping some wine. I don't care if it's going hiking in the mountains, getting dirty and taking pictures, smile at yourself. Do what it takes for you to live your best life. I don't care if you want to watch horror flicks all day, or science fiction or fantasy. I don't care if you want to watch old reruns of Fraternity Court, or if you want to watch the Wheel is Fortune. Do what makes you happy. That's what you should do, and figure out some way that you can improve your life and the lives of people who associate with you. That's what your goal should be. That's what you should be about. You should be about, how can I make my life better? How can I have this excellent Photoshop or photo shoot with my sister, and we can make it great for us? You should do things like that. That's what I want people to do. I want you to do whatever it takes for you to be happy. And if today was it, that you can wake up, and say, if you go to sleep, damn, I had a great day. That's my focus every day. How can I have a great day? I'm not trying to bring you no pain. I'm trying to bring you no drama. Anybody's always welcome to speak to me. I tell people you can hit me up. I'm not some private person. I am who I am. I'm not some super winner. I'm not gonna belittle you and tell you that you ain't making enough money because I don't know what enough money is. I don't think I'm making enough money, and somebody else they say, "Damn, you make a lot of money." Man, but I put in the work, and I'm still not getting enough. So I'm a celebrator, not a hater. If you if you meet success, I love you for it. If you enjoy what you're doing, I love you for it. I don't care as long as you are happy and you're not hurting other people. But if you want to change your life, um, then find people that can help you. Some people aren't receptive to my message. My message doesn't resonate with most people. Most people don't want to hear anything I got to say. And I'm never mad at you because you don't have to listen to me. I'm just another voice on YouTube saying what I want to say. I don't have a lot of stories to tell you, even though I got stories. Um, I tell you how I feel. I feel that I'm just fortunate. I'm fortunate that I got today. I'm fortunate that one person listened to me. I'm fortunate that Angel hopped in my chat. Dark West Films, Neo Souls, Tara, KRGP, there's different people. Just listen to me. I'm happy that Vlog sent me a virtual hug. I'm happy for the people who don't speak English to still come and try to listen to me and say, help me subscribe back. I mean, I'm not mad at you because, in the big scheme of things, people are trying to win. And I understand that YouTube is a hustle. A lot of people are hustling YouTube. Me, it's just more for the fun of it. It's more for just, trying to get people to smile. And if I ever become rich from just talking how I talk, that's great. But if I don't, I still had a blast doing it. I have a blast sipping whiskey, talk to my friends. And people don't know I am competitive. Not how you think, but I'm competitive against me. I think I'm best. I think I'm great. And I'm not going to diminish you, but I think I get competitive when somebody say I'm better than you. Okay, well now we must. I don't take it personal. But I must destroy you. I'm joking. I don't know. I just want people to live the best life, figure out what's right for them. Um, I know a lot of people on here trying to come up with brands. My brand is me. I'm about fun. And so if that's a brand, I got to talk to my girl, Kenya, for the entrepreneur drive. She always motivates me on the business tip. A lot of people motivate me. Just be you motivates me, but uh, I got to keep her on the happy place in her education. When she's educating, that's when I'm the most happiest. But when she goes angry, I'm like, oh boy. But so I don't know. I just I like listening. I think I'm a diverse type of dude. I really enjoy listening to different streams, and if I can catch streams where people are having not well, to me, this is my bias. A lot of conversations to me are silly. They're like culture shaping, but they're silly. Like, who cares? I don't care if a man tricks or he doesn't trick. I don't care. Are you happy? Are you getting the reciprocation of romance that you want? However you get it. A lot of people live in a fantasy, man, and I think men and women both. But I don't mind listening to the conversations, but they're not my favorite conversations. And I've been meaning to do a panel about it. I wonder if men understand women's nature better than women understand men's nature. There's no right or wrong. It's just a opinion. A lot of people, when they argue from what they've been taught culturally, and you think the way that you've been taught is correct. No, it's correct for you, but it may not be correct for someone else. So even when I hear people use certain terms, alpha, beta, gamma, sigma, select, I mean, it's all subjective, man. Masculine and feminine. What is masculine? I've said this before in the video. A lot of people who say they're masculine, once I hear you talk, I don't think you're masculine. I really think you're a weirdo. But if you think you're masculine, by all means, be the man. If you think she's not feminine, all it means, like, we all have our interpretation of how we think people should act. Act how you want to act. I tell people when it comes to women, for me, all I want a woman to do is what I want her to do for me. That's it. Whatever she does outside of me, it's on her. But I don't want to interact with women who don't want to do what I want them to do for me. Because as a man, you should want to interact with men that want to do what you want them to do for you. Now, you shouldn't want somebody to go against who they are innately, but I still like women who do what I asked for them. I mean, as long as it's not emotionally draining or taxing, I'm not very good with that. But, I'm good with, if you're direct. Yeah, I'm not good at sub communication. I'm not good at reading between the lines. I can do it, but tell me what you want. Charles, I want you to do this. I'm good. But if you ask me what I want to do, I'm going to give you a straight answer. You're not going to like that because you really want me to feel a certain way. And I don't know how to do that. I didn't know how to feel like how I feel. That's all I know how to do is do me. And we all feel a certain way. So I even laugh when men say, I don't feel, I think. No, dude, you feel. If I sock you in the face, you're going to feel angry. You can go think about how do I feel. You're like, damn it, I'm effing angry. He's socking me in my face. When you're hungry, you feel hungry. Do you think you're hungry or do you feel hungry? So a lot of these dudes be on this weird ass stuff. I don't feel like think. Man, you sound silly. We all feel and we all think. That's so weird to me. But you've been taught that. And listen. We all have emotions, but we must control them. And some people are more motivated by the animalistic side, and they feel more. Me, I'm pretty objective. I probably think, but I still feel. I feel that I'm getting slighted. I feel that people neglect me. I feel all type of things. But I don't worry about anything other than doing me. So I don't get mad. Uh, like if I say, and I'm pretty literal. So when somebody says, I tell somebody what I'm thinking. I said, this is what I think. And then somebody says, well, that's how you feel. No, I said, I told you how I think. If I said how I was feeling, that's what I meant. But I didn't say that. I said, I think that it's hot in here. I also feel it that it's hot in here. But I said, I think that it's hot in here. That's what I've observed objectively. If I feel hot, I'm feeling on my skin. That can also be objective. So it's, how it can be kind of, in a way, it can be ambiguous, but so many people don't argue that you feeling and thinking and thinking and feeling. Okay, everybody wants to seem more right, more wise, and more controlled than you. Listen, we can all lose control. We can all feel a certain way. It is what else. We all think we want to think. Like I tell people this all the time. I'm indifferent to lots of things. So you may be passionate about something, and I don't give a rat's ass. So you can ask me, "What do you think about this?" And I'm like, "I don't care." You pick one. I don't want to because I don't care. I just pick one because you told me one, two, but it's not really that I'm caring because it doesn't matter to me. Some people stuff matters to. Other stuff doesn't matter to people. Like I care about shoes. Somebody else doesn't care about shoes. Someone else cares about suits. Somebody else cares that you think that they look successful. I don't care if you thought I was broken. It doesn't change my life. My life will go on. What does KRDB say? Okay, so Georgia has made a new law that you have to show license or ID to end the cheating on a. Okay. They're going to do all type of things to control the political system however they want to, and I'm a participant in the system, so I'm just going to roll with the punches. Luckily, I live in California, so whatever law Georgia chooses to make, they can make it. That's what I think. Shake and bake. Let's make it quake. You didn't know, dude, like a rhyme and blew your mind. Every day I go to the grind, and I never think about what I left behind because once I get home and unwind, and it's time, I'm gonna tell you all the things that's on my dope mind because I'm fine when it comes to the rhyme, and you can't get none but Chuck's divine. I'm just joking. I'm just always curious to people. And MLB moved the All-Star game out of Georgia because of the law. Interesting. I guess I'll do some research on that. That may be an interesting topic. Should sports and politics intertwine? I mean, there's nothing wrong with people who play individual sports as long as they're not talking. Like, when does your job end and your opinion and views begin? It's like they put a leash on people that they can't really say what they feel or what they think. I don't mind if you're a Democrat, Republican, anarchist, Green Party, whatever you want to be. I don't care how you feel, right or left, conservative. That's your choice. And I'm not going to not go to a sporting event because you feel a certain way, because I just want to see the sport. I don't care. Like, okay, I'm a veteran. I'm a person who, supports America because it's where I'm from and I love my country. However, if somebody else lives here and they don't love my country like I do, I don't hate them for it because that's their choice. So I just want people to understand that don't get offended by the beliefs of other people, because people are entitled to believe what they want to believe. And I'm not going to disrespect what I feel is my nation, because I believe in that, because I was programmed, and it's hard to defeat my programming of being an American veteran, but I'm not going to knock somebody else who doesn't care about what veterans do. It's your choice, and I don't hate you for it. And I guess in a way that makes me liberal, but in my views, I'm conservative. I want to be the manly man, but I can't knock other people for how they live their life. And so that when I talk to people, I just want you to do what's right for you. Don't let somebody else dictate how you feel or how you think. Make your own choice. And if you say, Charles, you're wrong and I don't agree with you and you suck, that doesn't offend me, because you're entitled to have those thoughts. They're your thoughts and they're not wrong. That's the way you feel. I don't feel like you do. So I tell people this: you can attack any argument I make and you can attack my person, but I will never attack you personally, because truthfully, who are you in the big scheme of things? You're living your life, and it's irrelevant what you think. Think how you want to think and do what you want to do. So even now, I'm fluent now, but like when I think about YouTube, you never hear me say, come and subscribe, give me a like, because it's irrelevant to me. My message means something to me. What I'm saying means something. I want to know, if I go back and listen to me, am I being me? Am I saying what I want to say? And I am. I'm doing me. So you got to learn to do you and not worry about the world. Too many people are trying to act like they are so much wiser than you, and everybody's not that much wiser than you. You got stuff figured out I will never figure out. I don't know. It's hard for me to chew bubblegum and spit at the same time. So how can I tell you how to live your life? How can I tell you what's best for you? I tell you what I do. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in the stock market tomorrow. You can lose all your money, but I say invest because some risk is worth it. You know what I mean? Tesla, I would have buy a Tesla. So I'm gonna tell you, I always buy Tesla stock. I'm gonna tell you that, but you don't have to do it. I'm wearing some Nikes. Buy some Nike stock, but you don't have to do it. I say put a little bit of money in Bitcoin. You don't know, but life is risk. All life is risk. When you start a business, it's risk. You don't know if the business is gonna make money. You don't know if people gonna buy your product. You don't know if your house value is gonna go up and down. There's no guarantee in life. You don't know if you're gonna be alive tomorrow or not. You don't know if your children gonna make it. You don't know if your wife gonna divorce you. You don't know if your dog gonna bark or not. You don't know. You just gotta live your life. And too many people want to tell you guarantees. I can't give you that. I'm about to go in just a little bit, but it's not hard. Like I love listening to certain people, especially like a lot of these dudes I listen to, and some dudes they're uh, pickup coaches, dating coaches, and some people I think get information, but then some dudes I listen to them talk. I'm like, dude, I see you, I hear the way you talk. No one will date you, but there's some dudes that believe in him and they making their money. So how can I hate on them? Because you doing you. I don't care what you do you. But I'm telling you, you can learn from anyone. And I don't doubt anyone, but don't believe everyone because sometimes people can lead you down the wrong path, and sometimes people are just hustling you. And I always will say, don't pay for what you can get for free unless you want to pay. So if you want to give Charles a cashier's donation, you can always hit me up. I'm never gonna say don't do it, but listen, if I'm giving to you for free, take it and run with it. I'm not here to stop you from living your best life. Your life is your life. Your life should be the best for you. You may not want to do what I want to do. You may not want to eat just one time a day and eat steak and bacon and cauliflower and cheese every day, or chicken, but mostly steak. I like ribeye steak and New York strip steak. They're my favorites. Whew. But I eat other things like I'll put some chicken legs and broil them. Sometimes I bake, sometimes I broil. I do it all. It's a restaurant in Long Beach, California called the Jaguar's Bake and Broil. I may have said the name wrong, but Google it. Bake and Broil Long Beach on Atlantic. Whoo! If you ever come to California, it's a place you got to go because it's delicious. And once they open it back up, I'm going. I'm give me some waffles because I love waffles. Waffles. So I don't know. I don't know how you people think. I don't know who you choose to listen to. I don't know what makes people resonate to this or that. Me, I like the happy people, the people that can make you smile, the people that don't say negative stuff all the time, the people that want to tickle you in the right spot. Those are what I like. And I sometimes I listen to people, like I tell you, I listen to people that you may not agree with, but they're funny. I think Platinum Leak is one of the most funniest dudes because he just makes me laugh when I listen to him talk about fresh game. I love to listen to him. He's hilarious to me. I like different panels. Sometimes people go where I wouldn't go, but doesn't mean that I don't want to listen to them. I listen to a lot of people from different groups. It doesn't matter if you want to talk, I'm going to listen because I hope you say something. View is one of my favorite people. When she started going in, sometimes I got to listen. I listen to the shadows, and sometimes I'm tired and I don't listen. But I listen to so many people because I want to hear what other people say other than me, and I try to understand what their motivations are in life. That's what it is. Listen to me, people. Let me listen to me. Can you dig it? No, I'm joking. But what I think is you got to figure out how to live your best life, how to be happy, how to stay in your happy place. Don't blame other people for what you're not doing because it's you to do it. As long as ain't nobody messing with you, you can do it. I don't know. You can do it. I'm going to tell you, you can achieve it. You can believe it. You can reading rainbow. You can do it. Go to the forge. LeVar Burton. You can do it. I, I don't understand so much, but this is what I tell you, people. Learn to smile at life. Learn to just be happy today. Learn to enjoy brushing your teeth. I do. Learn to enjoy passing gas and burping. Just love your conveniences. Don't look down. Love it when somebody smiles at you and say hello, because nobody has to speak to you. No one. Some people are so caught up for just civil conversation that just say hi to somebody. And even if they don't say hi back, just understand you shared some love with them because some people need it. You never know. Somebody may be going through a real rough time and you just saying hello meant something. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about all the time. Tara, I hope you have a great, fantastic, wonderful day, and I hope that you smile forever. That's what I think overall. I just want people to be happy. I end up running my mouth a lot, just putting my thoughts in the universe. And I'm always looking for people to put their thoughts in the universe. Story time. I like the story times. I like when people get to the point. It's kind of hard for me sometimes to listen to people because they got to make an analogy. I guess it's a lesson you're teaching, but it's weird to me. Just the way I'm telling you, Oh, I find, I'm a weirdo. I'm never gonna say I'm not a weirdo. I'm weird. I'm the different one. But a lot of you people, you're so monolithic in your viewpoint that you want to be so right when you can't just say we just see it differently. It's weird. I don't. I don't know. I know what an adult is to me, but how should an adult dress? Am I more adult if I wear a suit and tie? Am I more adult if I wear shades? Am I more adult if I don't wear tennis shoes? Does it make me more of a man? Does it make me more of a man spending money or saving money? Does having more money make me more intelligent? Does it make me more uh, better? Does it bring me? I can make a joke. Am I more high value because of my morals or my money? That's the question. Am I more great? Am I more alpha if I get people to follow me and I'm leading them the wrong way, or am I more alpha or a leader if I'm doing things that I think I should do and nobody follows me? Because sometimes what people say to me is it's just, hey, Rusty Lawns. What people say to me, it's amazing to me that most people don't look at the world like I do. The way that I look at the world is nobody's more right or wrong than you. They're right for themselves, and you're wrong and wrong for you. So what I mean by that is right and wrong is subjective. I may think picking my nose with toilet paper is right, and you say you should use Kleenex and you shouldn't pick your nose at all. So everything is subjective. We always want to make it seem like we know life better than the next person. I can't tell anyone how to dress, how to live. I tell be kind to people, try to be polite. I could be direct with somebody, and they think I'm cursing them out. So I have to always be conscientious and be careful of how I speak to people, because what may be just me being honest may be blunt and hurtful to somebody else. And I think a lot of people really don't assess themselves in the right way. And I'm telling you, I really lack empathy, even though it doesn't sound like it, because I don't care about a lot. Sometimes people want to tell me a story, and I'm like, listen, let me make sure I get this information right. This is what you need, yes. But they really want you to be compassionate. So I'm working on that. I'm working on being more of a somewhat empathetic ear, but it's hard because I just want you to get to the point. Are you hungry? I don't need to know you lost your job and you had grocery store. Okay, do you want some food? But let me tell you the story. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me listen to your story, because that's what you want me to do, and that's where I suck. I'd be a horrible doctor. I probably could cure your diseases, but you want me to empathize with your pain, and I'm not great at that. I'm just being honest. I'm not the best, and I'm working with it. So people, whatever your belief is, agnostic, atheistic, Christian, Buddha, pray from it. Put some of that. Charles, learn to be more loving, learn to be more compassionate, learn to listen even when you don't want to. I'm working on it. I suck at that because most of the time I'm like, what are you wasting my time? And I'd rather give you my money than give you my time. That's really how I feel. And like even now I'm squeezing this in. Like, you don't know, I got so much to do, so many places to be. But sometimes I just feel like speaking. I could have turned my camera on and just talked, but it's easy for me to say what I'm really thinking, not looking at myself, because every time I start looking at me, I start smiling. I like to look at me. Kind of narcissistic at that. I kind of love the way I look. I love me. You may think I'm ugly as hell, but I like me. I find myself to be attractive. I would kiss me. Maybe you would too. I'm joking. But you got to do what's right for you. You can't let somebody else dictate your life. Just don't hurt other people. Listen, like people say you don't know who you are. Listen, if I was a billionaire, I would probably give all of it away, because I don't care about items like that. I just want to be able to take care of me and live peacefully. Some people say, man, I would do it. You just saying that because you ain't got it. But dude, how much do I need? So if I had, let's say I had 2 or 3 million, how much do I need to live comfortably off a year passive income? I think I could do well off of a guaranteed 70, 80,000 passive income a year. Because I don't have kids, I'm not married. I can take care of me. I can live well with that. So, if you can make 7% interest off a million, and you can make a double that 140 off of a two, paying whatever tax you got to pay, I could probably live off that. So that's cool. I think about things like that. Long says, yeah, I get you with clothing point, wearing a suit and tie doesn't make you more intelligent. It just means you're wearing a suit and tie. I totally agree with that. But a lot of people want to argue things. A lot of people really care about perceptions. And I do care somewhat how you perceive me, because I don't want you to perceive me as a meanie, but I can't change the way you think about me. Your preconceptions, your prejudgments, you're going to prejudge me. You're going to think something before you see me and before you hear me speak. You're going to think certain things. If I say certain terms, you're going to think I'm hood. If I speak a certain way, you're going to think I'm educated. It's all weird to me. I just think I'm going to do me, and whatever you want to assess after you talk to me and you listen to me, that's your assessment. I can't be what you want me to be. I can just be me. And I accept people who they are, as long as they don't force who they are on me. I'm not forcing me on you. You don't got to be around me. You can say, Charles, never come. I don't get mad. I'm not trying to tell you how to dress. If you want to wear PJs all day, do that. I like to wear superhero stuff. Yeah, if I can find some grown man underoos, I might go buy some. As long as they some boxer shorts, I wear mostly novelty t-shirts a lot anyway. I'm not saying I can't wear. I like a lot of people, their thought process. Like, you know what really amazes me? Let's talk about Instagram. So many people want to be so powerful that they want to have zero followers. Like, dude, so you say you find nobody else on the word earth interesting to listen to? You don't want to follow one person and see how they live their life? That's ludicrous and delusional and fake. Anybody who has zero followers, unless they don't use it at all and they use it for business, it's weird to me because you should want to find one person interesting. I want to follow people, even people who don't think like me, or because I'm interested in humans. I'm interested in what you like and don't like. You don't. So many people are weird. You guys are weirdos. I'm such a superstar. I don't follow nobody. They follow me. You delusional ass person. You. Let's say you're a rapper. You had to look up to somebody that's rapping before you to become a rapper. I saw Michael Jordan play basketball. I wanted to play it. So why would I not want to hear what Michael Jordan talking about? It's weird to me. I'm telling you, you guys are just strange. Somebody did YouTube before you, and you're like, man, I'm gonna follow this person. But as soon as you get big, I don't talk about them. Listen, it's a, Stephen King, Larry Nevin, uh, George Lucas. A lot of people motivate me. Elon Musk. It's awesome. So why would I not want to hear their thoughts? And I'm too big. I'm so sexy for my shirt. It's weird to me. And I don't even do social media like that. Not really. I had a friend of mine back in high school, just Cardi B says, when he got so incredibly ass hurt because he engraved it in his head, I called him an idiot. And to this day, he blocked me on all social media and still mad that he engraved in his mind that I called him an idiot. People gonna believe what they want to believe. People, no matter what you say, it may not be what they heard. So I don't ever get offended by what people hear because they don't hear what they want to hear. Either you believe me or you don't. But I'm not here to change your mind. I don't want to be misconstrued. I don't want people to take me the wrong way, but you got to let them live their life and believe what they want to believe. A lot of people hurt themselves mentally because of what they believe. I'm telling you. So it is what it is. If you believe somebody's doing wrong, like I had somebody one time, I was young, and I never took nobody else's game. Some dudes came to my house, said I had their game. I don't have your game. You don't believe me. Want to fight? I'm gonna fight you for it. For what? I don't have your game. And it's weird to me, just the way people think. But I think if it went like the way I thought, it wouldn't have ended well. So it's just weird to me because people believe what they want to believe. If people want to believe you're an innocent person, it is. Your mind is your biggest weakness and your greatest strength because the way you think about things can make your day great or bad. It's your thoughts. Somebody can love the clouds and think it's a beautiful day. Somebody can hate the clouds and say it's a gloomy day. You control your thoughts. And that's why a lot of people, I think, go into depression because they work on their bodies, but they don't work on their minds, their mental strength, their obliviousness to not let things get to them. And that's this mental understanding of who you are and not start learning how to control your happy thoughts. Like KRDP, man, you're effing awesome. So anytime you're not feeling good, think that Charles thinks you're awesome and it change you. How you gonna think, man, I think you're great. I think you're awesome. How can you not think great? When I'm telling you that your KRDP is the man. So that's what people Dark West Films is the man. Tara is the woman. You got to just think Rusty Longs is it. You are it. So if you start thinking positive, you can stay in a positive vein. I don't know why people don't do that. Some people want to dwell in negativity. I don't. I want to pull you out of the negative. I want to stick you into the positive. Now I can go on other people's panels and I can jaw jack and talk all type of stuff, talk about men and women and like my boy Platinum, he says, slaw on them and effing them on them, like he says, but that ain't my conversation all the time. Sometimes my conversation is just that, don't let stuff stop you. You can do it. And if you don't agree with somebody, listen, if you don't like nothing I'm saying, you never got to come to my page and you can thumb me down. You can write horrible comments. It doesn't matter to me because if you listen, hopefully I can make you smile and laugh about something. It's people that have misconstrued me instantly. I've been called all type of names. I may ask somebody, what does that word mean to you? And then they get offended because I asked them, what does the word mean to you? And the only reason I'm asking what the word means is so that we can have understanding. I don't want to say this when you may not understand what I'm saying. I call somebody, I said, I enjoy your ignorance, and somebody else got offended. Like, what you calling me ignorant? No. I said, ignorance means I enjoy that you lack knowledge so I can tell you about it. But they took it as a derogatory term. So you got to control your mind. You learn to control your mind. You become oblivious to what other people think. It helps you. It helps you be better. Expectations is great, but expectations can also hurt you because you expect people to see it the way you see it. You don't ever got to see it the way I see it. If you feel that cardio is better than weightlifting, and anaerobic is not as good as aerobic, do you. I'm not here to tell nobody nothing. I mean, I think you should do a mixture of everything. If you think that eating vegetables every day is it, do it. If you want to eat carnivore, do it. Do what makes you happy. Just don't hurt other people. So I'm not here to tell nobody anything. You just got to figure out is what I'm going to do for my life, is it going to improve my life, or is it going to hurt my life? That's what people should be thinking. That's what I think. Am I going to make my life better? Am I going to make my life worse? And am I going to hurt people or help them? I want to help people, but sometimes people don't want what I want to give. So I don't force it on them. I tell them what I want to do for them. But if they don't want it, it's cool. But I'm human. I want people to appreciate me like I appreciate them. I'm different. I'm telling you. This is nothing to me. Like, a lot of people don't understand. I could go all day. I can potty mouth. I can not curse at all. I can do it. I'm a multifaceted man. And I don't know where you should put me at. I don't know what I'm excellent at. I'm excellent at thinking. I'm excellent at laughing. I'm very excellent at being silly, and I'm very excellent at trying to hear what somebody else comes from that I don't agree with. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can listen to you. I can listen to you. I listen to people all day that I think are delusional, crazy, deranged. House of Pain. I'm coming for your brain. Dang. So I don't. Who am I to tell anyone that I know more than you, that I'm better than you? I'm not. I'm the best me, and you got to learn to be the best you. I believe in you. I believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to. I believe that you can make it. I can believe that you are wonderful. I believe you're fantastic. I believe you are it. Cardi P is the man. So I'm always going to say stuff that if you really listen to what I'm saying, your life would be better. Too many people got so much pain, so much anger. All you want to do is spit pain and anger. And I'm not here to spit pain and anger. I'm not saying you can't vent and talk about it. I'm always trying to understand why men do what they do, why women do what they do, why people who feel one way feel something different the next, why people don't love themselves. I want to understand all that, but I can't shape your reality. I can't get you to see it my way. I can't tell you not to let what somebody else says bother you. That's what you choose to do. But I would say, don't. Hey, brother Zero, greetings to you. I just been running my mouth, just talking about whatever I want to talk about, just having a conversation. And if people don't know, I'm different. My conversation, really, what I'm about is love and positivity. I'm silly. I can be mean. I can be malicious, but that's never what I'm trying to do. Never. Rusty Long says, it would be a strange world if everybody had exactly the same thoughts and beliefs. We would be clones. I like what others will call weird. I do. I'm straight weirdo. I tell people I'm weird. I don't dress like you. I don't think like you. What I enjoy is what you don't. I watch a lot of anime. It's people that's like me, but I'm a cool dude. Like, I'm joking. But I like to play video games. I think the Zeldas, the Metroids are my favorite. The Hollow Knights. I like those type of games. And I like Star Wars a lot. I like science fiction. I like Star Trek. I like fantasy. I like swords and dragons and mystical beings. I like that type of stuff. It's fun for me. So I'm just trying to be happy, man. And I'm not more adult. I'm not more financially successful. I'm not more smart than you. I'm just me. And either you accept me or you don't. I don't know what it takes for me to be what people want me to be, but I know how to be me. I know how to love my friends, and I'm probably the worst friend on the planet Earth. But man, it's so many people that help shape me into being me that I appreciate them. I like drinking great beer, fine whiskey, great water. I like doing push-ups and squats. I like lifting weights. I like pleasing myself in any which way that I can do it. And I want to make other people, I shouldn't say make, I hope that I can help other people reach the pinnacle of their own lives. And if you tell me in advance, I'm willing to make time for you. That's just how I think about the world. That's just my thoughts. That's just how I feel. And I don't know how to shape you in any which way other than appreciate the you that you are. I'm not trying to be you. I'm not trying to stop you from being you. I'm not opposed to who you are. Do you. I don't have nothing really bad to say about people. I will say this in general. I think a lot of people give bad information and stay in hate, and they try to control the people, and they flip flop on their words, and they say stuff that's is really inconsequential. But a lot of people think what they're saying is consequence. But that's them. If you want to talk about the badness in the world, you do that. If you want to talk about how silly or stupid you think somebody else is, well, I'm the most stupidest person you ever meet. Talk about me. I'm joking, but I don't care. Like I did, somebody asked me a question, like my friend, somebody asked me what I think about this or that. I'll speak about it. But when you listen to what I'm saying, it's going to be totally different what you think, because I can't stop you from living your life. I'm going to say, do what's best for you. I'm going to say, try to become as financially independent as you can, figure out how to make your money go and work for you. So you don't have to worry about survival. Sooner or later the system will fall and we all be struggling. But until then, do what's best for you to live your happiest life that you can live, and smile at everybody that you can, and love people who love you. That's my advice all the time for anyone who listens to me. I wish that I had more of an impact on people. I don't know how to do it. I'm not really, I got to be honest. I'm not here working hard on YouTube. I'm not here just hopping on panels, helping people to check me out, because naturally I want people to want to listen to me. But a lot of times I think people probably don't find me that interesting, but it doesn't matter. I find me interesting. I go back and listen to me. So that's what I focus on. I focus on doing what I got to do for me and being the happiest person I can be. That's just it. That's just my thoughts. And I said a lot. Now, if somebody wanted to interact with me, I would interact with them. But people don't really, I don't know. I'm about to say some stuff that I just gotta get people to really just want to have conversations about whatever. That's so maybe I'll start. I'm gonna hold myself to start live streaming like once a day, just for a little bit. Just like today, I went a long time. I'm kind of amazed that I ran my mouth this much. Thank you, brother Angel. And nobody is not welcome. I don't care where you come from. I don't care how you think. And some people will never frequent because they're isolationists. I'm not a I'm not an isolationist. You're always welcome type of person, no matter what you come, no matter what your ideology. I don't care if you're a straight MGTOW or incel or feminist or whatever you are. I don't care if you're religious or not religious. I don't care if you're political or not. I don't care if you like sports or you don't. I don't care if you're dainty or you're not. Big, smart, stupid. Anybody can talk because that's how you learn about people. And if you want to be treated humanely, you got to treat other people as humans. Now, I will say this: everybody may not be able to relate to your pain. Everybody may not be able to understand your situation. But if you become more open and more loving, then maybe you will understand other people's plights and pains, and we can create the world that I hope that we can create, where we all appreciate each other and we can help each other. But until we get past of saying everyone as an alien or other, it's gonna be rough out here. If I lose subscribers because I say stuff like that, it's on them. I'm not I'm not part of any group, cult, or separated type of people. I'm a person who likes people who like me. That's it. And I'm never gonna sell out people who show me love. Never. Because that's the best thing that anyone can ever do is show you love, because nobody got to give you love. So many people that can't get a hug ever that I appreciate the one person or the two people or whoever comes to my page, because nobody ever has to come. If nobody ever listens to any of my videos, I'm happy that one person does, because I can listen to it. But I appreciate everybody who ever comes to listen to me and say Charles is a good brother. I like what he's saying, or I'm gonna share this dude because he's saying something that make my day better. Now, that's what I'm about. I'm about, can I make your day better? Can I get you to laugh and smile? Can I get you to think about something? Can I get you to read the Row Agenda? That's by Richard Phillips, one of my favorite writers. I think the Row Agenda is one of those books that's so over your head. When you read it, you be like, whoa, I did not see this coming. Science fiction, though. Most people won't read it. And I've read so many books, and I'm telling you, even though I've read so many books, I guess every single book you read will impact you, but the books that impact me the most are heroic type books, because it makes you want to help people and be a better person and defend life and the sanctity of others, and accept that we all see things differently. And I think that most people have a hard time, a really difficult time understanding how other people think. And that's my question, to understand how other people think. I've really try to understand, why do you feel like that? Why do you say this? Why do you eat that? Why do you do this? What do you feel like that? And so many people are products of their environment that they don't really understand why they do what they do. Me, I'm always try to learn, like, what's my motivation. I don't know where I should be at in life. I don't know. Some people may think I'm successful. Some people may think I'm a loser, but I'm happy. So I'm the most happiest losing winner I ever met in my life. You got to figure out how you're going to be in your life. Don't ever let somebody uh disparage you, dissuade you, and tell you that you're not the best that you can be, because you're the best that you can be at this time. If you want to improve, you can do that. All you can do is your best all the time. Whatever you've done, you may have done better, but you didn't. So that was your best that you did. Always do your best, whatever it is. And life will take you where you need to go. Or hopefully you'll be getting there, which is better than not getting where you're trying to go. So anybody got anything they want to talk about? Anything? Because I run my mouth, and I don't mind running my mouth, but I figure sometimes people get sick of hearing me. You probably get sick of the Chuckster saying what he says. And all I'm trying to tell you is that you are awesome. You are the best. You are a winner. No matter what somebody says, don't let words bother you. You can do it. You can move it. You can move mountains. You put your mind to it. It may take you one grain, one rock at a time, but if you move one rock, you still move the mountain. You move something. You know what I mean? You can throw a pebble in the pond, but you still made a ripple in it. Throw a pebble in the ocean, you still made a ripple in the ocean. You still impacted it. So everything that you do in life can impact other people, and it could be for better or for worse. But don't ever think that what you do doesn't make a difference because you did it. It didn't get done if you didn't do it. And that's awesomeness in itself. So I want you all to know that you're all awesome. Hopefully you smile, you laugh, you tell somebody I'm happy to talk to you. You tell somebody that you appreciate them. I don't care how you do it. Just do it. And don't take anything personal, because people can be busy. We can all got things to do in our lives. And I feel like Neo at the end of the Matrix. My nose is like, because I talk so much, I'm probably I should talk less. Nose like sniffing and stuff. But it'd be cool in like 10 minutes. Yeah, I feel great. Sorry, people. I do. I always feel great. I feel blessed. I feel honored. I feel happy, and I'm hopeful that maybe I made you feel a little bit better than you did the day before or earlier. Who knows? Anyway, I said a lot. Oh, Zero is there. I didn't even notice. I'm so talking my butt off, not paying attention. What's up, Zero?
How you doing, brother? Yeah,
I'm
I
good,
just
man.
came in. I just came in, so you ain't miss nothing.
What's on your mind, brother?
Oh man, just see how you doing, and and I mean it's kind of something I'm probably gonna talk about with channel, but I've been, like I remember I was watching a video yesterday. It was like Russell Brand. He was talking about the vaccine passports and like saying like how they could be like could be a way of getting around in public places, like how they possibly doing it. I mean, I think he was speaking more of from where he's at in England, but he was saying like how it could possibly be there and like how the tech, I think he's like saying the tech and the pharmaceutical companies, something like that. They were working together to uh to put together all this and I mean, he's pretty much saying like how they how they are like never been for the interest of the people and and having them have control of it. Just pretty much saying how we're just giving more control to to these groups. Which I kind of seen coming. I knew it wasn't gonna be like how some people say like, oh, they're gonna come down, bust down the doors, and and make us take them. Like I'm like, say, yeah, that most likely won't happen because that'll wake too many people up, and and the government cannot deal with a nationwide riot, so that would not be good. So just it's just like to create. It's like the next best thing, just create the illusion of choice. So I mean,
Okay. So let me
okay.
ask you a question. Are you pro-vaccine? Or are you anti-vaccine?
I'm anti-vaccine only because, like, from what I've looked up, it doesn't seem like there's really any actual benefits from it. Matter of fact, there's more to worry about taking it than not actually taking it.
I understand.
Yeah.
I've noticed that this is I'm being biased, but most of the people that I've seen taking the vaccine are women. That's what I've seen. And I'm just being honest with
Yeah.
everybody I talk to. I don't know any male friends that I have that have taken it, but I know a lot of women that have taken it. Now, when they make it mandatory, then I think a lot of people will take it. But until they make it mandatory, I think people will stay away from it. And I'm like you. I don't know enough. And as long as I'm not forced, I'm not in a big rush. But there's a lot of people that want to go get it yesterday. And I'm not knocking anybody for
Yeah.
doing whatever it takes for them to be safe. Do whatever it takes for you to feel
Yeah.
safe. A lot of people live in a state of fear. And I don't know anything about trying to control people. I can't speak on that. I don't know. But I do believe in freedom. But a lot of people will give up their freedom for safety. So I'm not going to tell
Yeah.
people how to live their life. You got to do what's right for you. And I understand your thoughts. You said Russell Brand did that? Russell Brand?
Yeah, he talked about in a video he put up yesterday. I just happened to I was like subscribed to him. I just happened to look at videos put up, and he just put it up. So I just checked out. I didn't know too much what it was going to be about,
Mm.
but had me thinking about some stuff. I was like, yeah, maybe I should look at it because I've seen it before. Like people talking about the vaccine passports and whatnot. But and like kind of saying something like I kind of thought would probably happen. Like they wouldn't come out like and just openly just like say, oh, well, you just have to take it. They just do it like where you can't go to certain places or probably be in certain jobs. You probably won't come to the workplace unless you take it or something like that to at some point. So that way, say, hey, we're not forcing you to take it, but if you don't take it, you can't do this.
I understand. Yeah, man. It's just this new world we living in. This new world is getting people to really think about things. I don't have the answers. I don't, man. I think people got to do
Right,
what's right for them, man. And I understand
right.
people being cautious. I'm real cautious. I'm real selective with it. But I understand that some people want to
Yeah,
travel and they're going to do it. And I'm not knocking them. You got to take the
yeah,
chances. That's what you're trying to do with your life. I mean, it's on you. But man, I wish I could really dialogue about this one. But I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna let professionals speak about it, or people that do more research than I.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, and it's like thing about it is like they're trying to use. I mean, from what I've read so far, and I'm gonna keep looking up more about it. But like from what I've read so far, from at least from the mainstream, so like people try to say, oh well, that's usually we talk about alternative news source. Some people try to say it's fake news because it's not what the mainstream is saying. But I love okay, well, use mainstream sources and hear what they got to say about it. And like from what I'm saying so far, I mean it seems like it may be headed towards that way, but yeah, it just like you said, like people want free for safety. Probably like 20, maybe like 25 years ago, we would have never thought that people would give up their freedom for safety.
Yeah.
And now it's like it's not even surprising now because like with the Patriot Act, that was the first first real blow to safety, like to actually put in a law that actually that actually kind of pushed aside the Fourth Amendment. And then I think maybe like a few years back, and this is like where they had like when they made gay marriage legal nationwide. When people were talking, having a back and forth with that, they the government actually renewed the Patriot Act because the Patriot Act was running out, so they renewed it with the Freedom Act bill, which they call the Patriot
Hmm.
Act Part Two. So they passed that in there while people were arguing and being distracted and whatnot,
Yeah.
and 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 I've noticed that like whenever some bill that people would probably look into and be like, no, we don't want this bill here. There's always some big distraction somewhere, and some shape or form,
Yeah.
and people focus on that, and then some that we probably should have been paying attention to, we didn't pay attention to, and
I hear you. I
and
hear you.
one other example, and I can use this from the '90s. I didn't know this till like a few years back, but like in the '90s, like when I guess like when Gary Webb had. I mean, I guess like after Gary Webb had they put out Dark Alliance and had like pretty much told like how CIA was putting drugs in the black communities, but he kind of got like discredited and all that, and then like during the whole Monica Lewinsky scandal, they actually declassified the files and actually put it out there, but no one paid attention to it because the scandal was more important to people at that time. Oh, oh. Okay, you muted. Okay, I didn't know you. Yeah, so yeah, it was just it was just more important at the time, and you kind of want to and they actually made a movie about it like 4 or 5 years ago. It's called Kill the Messenger, and only I knew about it like one I first seen on Jon Stewart's show like when he was on Comedy Central, and then I knew a friend who told me to go watch that movie because he told me about it, and I was like, oh yeah, heard about it, and I was thinking about checking it out, but I didn't actually I forgot all about it. And when he told me to go check it out, like by the time I went, and it was in the movies, but there was no advertising. There was no commercials on it like you would normally see. And I only seen that happen for one other movie, and that was like when Michael Moore made that movie Sicko, which was in theaters, but there were no commercials on it, which like exposed the healthcare industry. And 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 I mean, just certain movies. I was like, okay, well, that must have been something that they didn't want to advertise, but it's pretty interesting. Like both movies, even even like when how Gary Webb died, like how they ruled it a suicide, even though he shot suicide with him shoot himself in the head, back of the head 2 times. I don't know how that happened, but that was on that's the official report.
Yeah. It's always more than we know, bro. It's always more than we know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yes, yeah.
anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm all talked out, man. I went for some time, so I'm about to unless you
Yeah.
got something else in your mind you want to talk about.
Shit, I mean, no, I just came up to talk a minute. I ain't talked to you for a minute, but yeah, I really hadn't planned on staying up here that long. But thanks for having me.
Oh man, it's always a pleasure, man. I try to go live more often. Next time I catch you, hopefully I can interact with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a couple of them. Try to at least get like one or two of them this weekend because I will be off Saturday, Sunday, and I really haven't been putting out much stuff because most of the time I usually sleep because I work through the night. So
Yeah, I understand, brother. I'm a night out too, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, thanks for having me. Yeah.
All right, bro. For everybody who checked it out, man, I much appreciate you, Brother Zero. Everybody stop by, Rusty Longs, KRDP. I'm glad you guys have listened to me for a minute. I'm about to go and do what I need to do, and I'll talk to you all later. Much love to you all.